Barsha is one of the newer residential developments in Dubai, containing both freestanding villas, apartment towers, and compounds. Barsha is located in West Dubai between Sheikh Zayed Road and Emirates Road. Key landmarks within Barsha include Mall of the Emirates, Dubai American Academy, and the American School of Dubai. Barsha is not far from Dubai Internet City, Dubai Marina, and the Palm Jumeirah. Many singles and families are choosing to call Barsha home due to its central location.
Hello, my name's Julie. I'm from the UK. I moved out to Dubai as a first-time expat 8 years ago.
Hi, my name is Despo. I am from Cyprus. We moved to Dubai originally in 1997. This is our first time round. This time we've been in Dubai for 8 years now.
Hi, I'm Fiona. I've been living back in Dubai for 8 years. Originally here 10.5 years ago, and I've been in Barsha for the whole 8 years.
I'm Connie and I'm from Canada. I've been in Dubai for 5 months, 3 of those months in Barsha.
I'm Pat, I'm from England and I've been in Dubai just over 5 years and lived in Barsha 5 years as well.
I'm Luana and I'm from England. I moved here from Budapest and prior to that I lived in Spain, and I've lived in Dubai now for 18 months and moved directly to Barsha.
Firstly, because it was quiet, reasonably priced. It was cheaper than living in Jumeirah.
I think it's absolutely the perfect place to live. We're close to the beaches, we're close to the malls, we're close to Sheikh Zayed Road. I think it's a good location.
The compound is quite spacious, so they could go out and make friends, and we didn't have to worry much. Within the walls of the compound, they were pretty safe.
I have 3 children who are all now teenagers, so living just across the road from the Mall of the Emirates means I'm not such a taxi mom, and it is safe enough that they can walk over by themselves if necessary. They've got the parks as well, which they can go and meet their friends in.
And I think there's lots of hobbies for the children because we have Mall of the Emirates, so they can ski, dance, sing.
My daughter plays tennis at Wellington, which is esports.
Okay.
So it's an outside club, but they use
Wellington, and my son plays cricket at Wellington, which is a game with esports.
And getting on the metro for them as teenagers, it's safe to do. It's quick and easy and convenient.
I go to Pilates at the Mall of the Emirates in Duktak, that's there, and they have quite a lot of activities there, so you could go along to the clubs and meet friends that way.
For me, I was expecting it to be really easy to meet people. It wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. I had to go out, which of course I should have known I was going to have to go out and make my own friends, but I don't know why, I just thought Dubai was going to be a city where people were going to be knocking on my door. I need a friend.
No, I think it is who you just happen to meet up with. Normally your first point of call is if you've got children, you can do it at school, but because we're not a gated community, and Barsha itself is split into, I think it's only still 3 areas at the moment, and we do seem to have like this side of the road that is very international, and there's lots of different cultures and nationalities here, and then there's a very local community as well, which I've never come into contact with, which I think is quite sad.
But the park, Barsha 1 Park, every evening is filled with families walking with their children, playing in the park, and I think that's a fantastic asset for us. And my children recently have walked from here, which is 5 minutes away. It is across a big main busy road, but there are traffic lights and signals, so I think that's a plus.
I would say Wellington is probably the closest school to Barsha. But you've also got Jumeirah College and JPS, primary school, which aren't too far.
Obviously, Barsha has to offer a lot of schools. It's not just where our kids go, the Wellington school, but there are quite a few other schools, a couple of American schools and Arabic schools, and I think this is why a lot of parents choose Barsha. It's because it's very convenient for schooling, and with the kids having to do so many activities, you have to constantly run behind them.
That's one thing that is lacking, is we're still waiting for 2 hospitals to be finished. The Al Zahra Hospital and the Saudi German Hospital.
The thing that's missing for me would be a doctor's surgery. If there was, don't tell me there is, I've only lived here for 18 months and I haven't found one. But there's no medical centre that's really close by. There are lots of medical centres that are 15 minutes away, but it would be great if there was a medical centre that was for Al Barsha.
Barsha has developed, there's a lot of big apartment blocks now, and at the bottom of every apartment block you have a greengrocer's, pharmacy and a dry cleaner. And I must admit, at first I didn't use them, but I make a point of going to them now, and I get very good service. Supermarkets, there is car pharmacy at the Maldi Emirates. I tend to go to Troy Thrones, which means I have to drive out of Barsha, but I normally try and time it in when I'm doing something else, with them picking up a child from somewhere. But the biggest find is what Fiona has discovered for us, is there is a new Spinneys over in Barsha too, which means we have somewhere to go and buy fresh bread from, which is nice.
We're quite happy where we are. We would have only really moved if we found an independent villa in Al Barsha in this area still. The thing I don't like is the fact that we've been here 5 years and we haven't got a road outside our house still. Sand everywhere, sand gets into everything, so I would say that's a bad thing about Al Barsha. There's not enough roads to the actual villas.
It has developed so much in the last 8 years, with the mall, with the restaurants. There is everything we need, and plus it's a couple of minutes away from the school, the houses are not built in a perfect way here, so you do have issues with the homes, but if we decide to move to another house, it will definitely be in Al Barsha again, because it is very convenient.